It's time now for Peter Channel 11 o'clock news and it's late Friday, July 22nd, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins and I, your 11 o'clock news and odds. Top story at the 11th hour on this late Friday night is Hillary Clinton has chosen Senator Timothy M. Kane, Virginia, as her vice president running mate, completed a Democratic ticket that presses experience and traditional notions of public service in a political year dominated by Republican rival Donald Trump. An 18-year-old man with a dual German and Iranian citizenship opened fire at a McDonald's restaurant and crowded shopping mall in Munich Friday, killing at least 9 people and injuring 16 others before turning a gun on himself, the city's police said. The Virginia Supreme Court has ruled that Governor Terry McAuliffe doesn't have the authority for a blanket restoration of voting rights to the state's felons. Miami, a foreign man who was arrested as he tried to fly out of Miami International Airport on the way to join the Islamic State militants fighting in Syria, according to a complaint filed in federal court on Friday. Ted Cruz wanted to endorse Donald Trump, but the Republican nominee said Friday he wouldn't take the support even if the Texas senator offered. Butteridge, former Ku Klux Klan wizard David Duke emerged from a 17-year political hiatus Friday to officially signed up to run for the U.S. It's a rule that China cannot accept the one that the Philippines must. An international arbitration panel decision in the contested waters of the South China Sea is far as fuel and the regional tensions rather than tempering them down. At home in Norfolk, UK, Prince George's birthday is said to be a quintessential British affair, with Senator Justine, of course, lots of cake, but there's unlikely to be lavish and extravagant themes. As a reality that Brexit sinks in, the European Union faces unprecedented challenges, while the end-time scenario painted by European leaders in the run-up to the British referendum as while acceleration and urgent and determined action is needed. A North Miami police commander who radioed the man was loaded his weapon just before healthcare professor General Charles Kinsey was shot and suspended without pay Friday for misleading investigators at the police department. Jesse Wilson update. Police not ruling on foul play yet in the boy's disappearance. Police from around the country attend Baton Rouge officer funeral amid safety concerns. Hillary Clinton stops at Polk's nightclub memorial during Orlando visit as U.S. Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton left a bouquet at the memorial outside the Pulse nightclub on Friday in Orlando. One day in early June, an irrelevant German news anchor public relations man and group of attorneys settled the chairs around the conference table of the 35th floor of the law enforcement in Medicine Avenue, Manhattan, as the fault of Roger Ailes had been focused on law women now, and women are telling their stories. Hershey Company's largest shareholder trusted overseas billions of dollars for not local non-profit school has agreed to make significant government changes that could affect the future of the chocolate company, according to people familiar with this plan. The high defense law volunteers talked about was leadership as defined in the rally 2016 that began to see its influence wane. Financial markets are remarkably strongly rewarded by terror attacks that coup attempt and tricky murders of police officers in the U.S. Who's calling the shots now? After nearly 4 years in the job, NASA's curiosity rover is finally making a certain scientific decision on its own. Despite being buried a mile under the South Dakota surface and in the rock and water for 20 minutes, the Large Underground Xenon Matter Sensor failed to detect anything. Around 10 million years ago, a population of African apes diverged on two paths. One lineage gave rise to grails, the other eventually split again, producing one branch that led to humans and another that forked into chimpanzees and bonobos. In a well-kept neighborhood in Miami, Lush Gardens, Larry Spotted County Mosquito Control Inspector holds a turkey baster up to the light. Information signed about the secret creatures travels at the Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport in June. Lieutenant Michigan Department of Health and Human Service confirmed the state's first human case of West Nile virus in 2016. Peter Channel News Time, 11:03 on this late Friday night. Take a look at local news in Hatfield, Massachusetts. State police say a 52-year-old man may have been fatally injured in a roll crash on Hillary Street 91 in Hatfield. Troopers say a flat tire caused the Shelburne man's truck to swerve and roll over at 4 p.m. on Friday. The driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt, was thrown in the vehicle, and found a short distance away. He was taken to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. The man's name is being withheld until his family is notified. Newport Rhode Island, one of the leading contenders to be Hillary Clinton's running mate, wasn't dropping any hints whether he was the transitive presumptive Democratic presidential nominee as he traveled across New England. Peter Channel News Time is now 11:04 on this late Friday night, and it is start off our traffic and transit. Let's study out for the traffic transit alert where Silverline is on the MBTA Express with Mount Laser to traffic. Computer rail, looking good on the Thursday out, looking good. And now, take a look at the maps where 95 on the northbound side is vector by the Waving stretch, Merritt Parkway is southbound side, Little Sword of the Ridgeport stretch, 395 of both ends, Little Sword and Killen Lake stretch, Route 16 in the eastbound side, Little Sword of Brooklyn, Connecticut. Acton, Rhode Island, Route 4 on the northbound side, Little Sword around the Quonset Point stretch around 403, 24 both ends, Little Sword and Tiverton, Rhode Island. 120 southbound side is vector from Route 3 in Burlington area to Route 2 in Lexington, Route 2 in westbound side is vector on the Lexington stretch, 93 to southbound side, Little Sword for the Somerville to Boston stretch. But otherwise, the pack is looking good from southwest down to Boston, except a little slower on Route 120 Weston. And up in 89 on the southbound side, a little south of the Canadian border up in Vermont, and main turnback on the southbound side, a little south on the south coast stretch around Route 195 and 89 on the northbound side, a little slow headed towards Burlington, Vermont. Peter Chell News Time, 11:06 p.m. on this late Friday night, and it's time out for a weather report, and there was lots of lightning flashes and strikes going on around the Buckton Bucks game at Kevin Silver. Me and Robert Stevenson, and there was lots of lightning flashes, right, Robert? Yep, as I took a couple of photos and shot a little videos of the thunder and lightning which caused the Buckton Bucks game against the Nashua Silver Knights to be cancelled. And we're not out of the woods just yet. Down looking at radar, and it shows lines and clusters and lines of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Bolton, Connecticut, stretching down to Norwich, Connecticut. Heavy bends of showers and thunderstorms in Bristol, Connecticut, and lines of showers and thunderstorms stretching from Brooklyn, Connecticut, stretching it down western Rhode Island from Clayville down to Coventry, and lines of showers and storms stretching from East Greenwich, Rhode Island, stretching it down to Newport and Portsmouth, Rhode Island, and stretching to New Bedford and Acushnet and Marion, Massachusetts, some rain showers around Falmouth, Massachusetts. Alright. Alright. And it all headed towards the east, southeast. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this. Oh. Take a look at hazardous weather outlook. Day 1 tonight, there will be a potential for some scattered strongly severe thunderstorms. Late this afternoon and evening, rain with some severe thunderstorms will be damaging straight line wind and gusts and hail. Locally, every downpours are possible. On Saturday, there will be a potential for some strong severe thunderstorms. Mainly across northern and eastern Massachusetts during mid afternoon and early evening. Main threats include locally damaging winds and hail. Monday, there will be a potential for some strong thunderstorms. In the afternoon and evening, main threats include locally damaging winds and heavy downpours. And there's a severe thunderstorm. The National Weather Service in Taunton issued a severe thunderstorm for south in Bristol County and southeastern Massachusetts, Bristol County and Rhode Island, Newport County and Rhode Island, Kent County and Rhode Island, northeastern Washington County and Rhode Island, and southeastern Providence County and Rhode Island until 11:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time and 10:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located over West Fork, wind winds at 40 miles an hour. Hazard 6 mile per hour wind gusts. Source radar indicated and expect damage to roofs, sided, and trees. Location affected included New Bedford, Fall River, Warwick, Cranston, East Providence, Coventry, Dartmouth, West Warwick, North Kingstown, Bristol, Somerset, Portsmouth, Barrington, Middletown, Fairhaven, Swansea, Tiverton, Westport, East Greenwich, and Warren. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this. Showers of thunderstorms likely, thunderstorms produce heavy rain and frequent light in areas of fog up to 2 a.m. West gusts got about 7 degrees. Light west wind, winds could gust 23 miles an hour, anticipation 20%. For Saturday, slight chance of showers, then a chance of showers thunderstorms after 3 p.m. areas of fog before 7 a.m. west. So it's kind of at 93 degrees, west about 8 miles an hour, anticipation 30%, new rain less than 7 inches, amounts possible thunderstorms. Saturday night, chance of showers thunderstorms rain before 11 p.m. Gusts go about 16 degrees, west about 3 to 6 miles an hour, anticipation 50%. New rain about 3 to 20 amounts possible thunderstorms for Sunday. Sunday, podcast coming at about 63 degrees, north force about 5 miles an hour, shifting light south wind. Monday, punch about for 70 west, most nights coming at 82 degrees. Monday night, check the showers, thunderstorms, some storms produce heavy rain. Patch back until 4 a.m. west, most gusts go about 0 degrees, anticipation 40%. Tuesday, patch back for 8 a.m. west, most sunny, most gusts coming at 93 about 69 degrees. Wednesday, most sunny, podcast coming at about 66 degrees. And for Thursday, mostly sunny, most gusts coming at 89 about 67 degrees. And for Friday, 4% chance of showers, thunderstorms, most gusts going to have about 83 degrees, anticipation 40%. Currently, not near it is overcast skies, and it is 73 degrees, humidity 94%. And that is going to be it for Peter Channel, 11 o'clock noon of this late Friday night, 22nd of July, 2016. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more. Good night.